Back. I'm Davril Tien, and this is the Euroleague broadcast. The next match coming up will be between Betta and Polisen. In blue, for Betta, number 4, Samuel Usela. Number 8, Sergei Leonov. Number 10, Henrik Nielsen. Number 11, Viktor Krylov. Number 12, Ilya Asurov. Number 13, Tommy Somalainen. Number 16, Alexander Bakanov. Number 33, Alexei Pryazhnikov. Number 39, Timu Letti. Number 80, Marco Enberry. Number 88, Leo Selahoff. And number 99, Tom Hombeck. On the other side of the pool, in white for Polisen, number 1, Petter Aronsson. Number 2, Rickard Lindqvist. Number 4, Marcus Vorman. Number 6, Andreas Höglund. Number 8, Niklas Nylén. Number 9, Roger Lund. Number 10, Petter Ekman. Number 11, Andreas Tall. Number 12, Christopher Widerståhl. Number 14, Kim Augustsson. Number 15, Zacharias Lauberry. Number 18, Hans Jonsson. And on the substitution bench, Robin van Tricht and Jari Reinanen. The referees in this match: on deck, Kai Thronsen, and in the water, Jyrki Muta and Janne Lindell.
Loud inside.
you hear now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better.
Can you hear on the air? Someone has to listen.
Oh.
And now? Can you hear? Nothing?
Ready?
Oh, I hear.
I don't know.
Ready on the side?
So test. Oh.
I think,
Yeah, we can hear you.
okay.
No, we can't.
I don't know.
10 seconds.
Well, I don't know.
Oh shit.
Well, we don't know if we're on the air or not.
Well, just go ahead. Because I can't hear myself.
I can't hear myself either.
Yeah, so
But
most likely not.
we don't know.
Anyways, until it's fixed, let's just watch the game, huh?
Yeah. Well,
So,
we'll find out.
better.
We may have a technical problem here.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to toss that. Yeah, normally this should show
Be
when we
showing,
talk. Okay, well, we have Viktor Krylov with the ball, being scrumped at the surface. I think it's pretty interesting to see if Polisen can put up the good form they've shown this morning. Wow, typical game for Betta. Let's scrum for a bit.
Well, I don't know if we're on the air at all, are we?
Is this our? Yeah. Okay. Here we are. I think I heard myself. Are we there? I think.
No.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, we're back on air.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
All right. So
Sorry for the delay. There was a bit of
Davrotien and
technical
Jan
issue.
Kinderman here in Tampere bringing you the Euroleague. The match going on right now is Polisen against Betta.
So Betta is playing in black, and we saw a slow, typical start of the game. So there was a bit of slow playing, no attack on the goal yet, a lot of roughing, and now we have Betta coming in. It's Tom Holmbeck trying to bring the ball over to the left-hand side, and it is close to the goal, but I think it's held by Andreas Thal for Polisen.
And it's important to note that Yuri Boyko and
Yeah,
Jim
Holmbeck.
Holmbeck are missing.
Yeah, those
So
are
the-
two of the major scorers
Yeah.
for the team. But yeah, they do have some people left who really can attack the goal. So I mean, there's Victor, there's Tom Holmbeck, there's Tommy Sommerlainen, and they already put a lot of pressure on this goal. And there's Marcus Warman comes in from the side to help.
Typically, Viktor Krylov will be feeding the big scorers, bringing the ball
now
out.
he has to do it himself.
Yeah.
As we see, Ilya Sorov, who also is a really strong guy who could score. Meanwhile, they still come in. They're coming from the right-hand side. Betta is taking really the offensive here. They have the ball for most of the time and try to put up the pressure.
And it's a free throw awarded in favor.
Okay, so the referee is warning
Free ball.
some of the Polisen goalkeepers to be to pay attention to their shoulder, because it was several times deep in the basket, or too deep in the basket. We'll see how that develops. So he's threatening to call a penalty shot if that comes again. I think he called out number 1, which would be Peter Ronson.
Yes.
And
we
now
can see Roger
the
Lund's
defense
basket,
was taken away, but
so the pressure is on Polisen here.
yeah, the pressure is on Polisen definitely. Maybe now they can free.
Good passes upwards.
Wow, and upward passes are really good, you can tell. Sometimes they're okay. So now Tommy Sommerlainen brings the ball forward, and there was no defender. And this is Henrik Nielsen with number 10 who tried to score. He lifted the goalie up, couldn't get the ball loose.
So there's a risk here of shoulder in the basket leading to
Yeah.
a penalty shot.
So they have to pay attention to that.
Her shoulder is in the basket, but there's no actual
Yeah.
direct
and
threat.
it's not really deep in in the goal, but he has to be careful. Because normally he was lying with no pressure.
Yes.
If he's being pressured, he will arch his back a little bit more, and then he'll be too deep, I think. So Henrik Nielsen with the ball had one good chance. This goes to Tuomas Suomalainen. He's over the goalie, tries to catch him, brings the ball over to the right-hand side to Sergei Leonov. Now Viktor Krylov, can he bring it over to the left-hand side? Oh, he's waiting with the ball. Brought it to the right-hand side now. We can't see clearly, but
Polisen is missing Jakob Thun today.
yeah, Polisen is missing Jakob Thun, who has not had a lot of training in the past weeks because he's heavily involved in his work. I think he's starting something new, and so he has rarely time, working late all the days, 7 days a week, so I'm told. So that's why he decided that he had no time to come, and also was not good enough in the training.
He's a very disciplined player who expects a lot of himself.
Yeah, I think so. So normally he trains like 8 times a week or something, and now he's only down to 2 or 3 trainings a week, and he feels he himself is not good enough right now, maybe. So we see Leo Silehov trying to put up the pressure again.
And they're over the basket a lot.
Yeah, Niklas Nielen is lying on the basket. Now you saw him, he was deep with the shoulder. Well, the ball was not there, but still, this is very dangerous for him.
And who do you think that would shoot a penalty shot for Betta if they get one?
Oh, Victor.
Yeah.
Victor Krylov. I would assume. I mean, it might be Tom Holmbeck also, but...
Or Tommy Suomalainen.
Yeah, he could also, but I think if Victor is fresh, if he's not totally out of air, he will surely take the responsibility for that.
Oh, that was a hard knock in the head.
Yeah, I think that was pretty
They could have
rough.
called that, yeah.
So I'm actually interested because Polisen showed a real good game this morning against Ege, where they won 2-1, and they scored 2 quick goals in that game, and then controlled it well enough to not lose it. Well, here for now they could not score a quick goal.
Now they're first time they put pressure on
Now,
Betta's basket.
Yeah, pretty good actually. Let's see, what do you have? Yeah, Betta wins the ball back, and now can they do a quick counter attack? Not really.
Hard forechecking.
Yeah, it's Markus Worman and Peter Ronson who really put up the forechecking right away, and it paid off. They won the ball back, and now I think Polisen should try to get a bit of rest because and keep the ball and keep the pace at their own pace, because in the beginning of the match Betta had a lot of pressure on their goal, and Polisen a few times hardly survived. Okay, so the ball went over the surface here.
Wide free ball. Wide free ball.
For fans
Ball
who don't
over
know,
the
the ball,
surface.
if it goes out of the water, then
It's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
Yeah, genau.
But it has to be all out. But of course, the referees
Yeah.
can call it, if it's 3/4 of the way out, they might call it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so here you see a rough clinching. This is a very typical
Betta
game
style,
for Betta. They like to clinch the ball on the surface a lot. They like to tire out their opponents there.
And Krylov got the ball. He's good at that.
Yeah, he's always to be found at the surface when there's a scrum.
Oh, but a bad pass.
And let's see if they can, if Rogelund can find somebody.
Holding there, but they
Well,
don't
they
call
found
it.
Andreas Stahl immediately being attacked, but maybe they can.
That would have been an advantage rule there, that they didn't call the holding because Polisen
Yeah.
got the ball anyway.
Yeah. So now
Okay.
only one goalie, but
Forechecker.
Polisen decided not to go in because they knew if he was going to go into the goal right there, he would have been snatched off from behind by 2 or 3 people.
No,
So
it's
instead-
an opportunity here. And
Wow.
pushing. Oh,
Oh wow, Andreas Stahl, that was close. Oh wow, he put the ball down just beneath his teammate Hans Jonsson, who didn't see the ball right in the corner by the goal. That would have been a
it
good
was
opportunity
very
for
good
him.
play.
Yeah, well, it would have been a very good opportunity for him. He was a little bit disorientated.
But they're forechecking hard. They've taken the ball back again.
Yeah,
So
and
Polisen is.
this is really good for Polisen.
They're
They
turning
have
things
survived.
around, yeah.
They have survived the first onslaught, Now they're kind of having more possession. And yeah, they're controlling the game a little bit more. And you see, as long as they keep the ball low to the ground, it's okay. As soon as they come to the scrum, this is what costs them a lot of energy. So now again, Jonsson is just by the side of the goal. And what is being called?
Look down. Look down.
Yeah, it was pushing. So Hans
Blue free
Jonsson,
ball.
he was at the right-hand side. We could see
Blue
that.
free ball.
He was pushing the goalie already
All right.
a little bit, a bit too much, without having the ball. So that's the foul called. I was just about to say that he pushed a little bit. Good thing that the referee saw that the same way.
There's one thing that I'd like to bring to the attention of the viewers, that sometimes you can see a line over the water. That line is actually going to a camera, video. It's not got anything to do with the game.
Yeah, it's just a cable that's over the water, so it's high enough. Nobody could reach it. So.
But you can't see that on TV.
Yeah, it's not a line in the water or something.
No.
Okay, very good position there on the left-hand side for Alexander Bakanov, but the ball was not brought to him. It's clinched away. Let's see. Krylov takes it up to the surface. It's being contested, doesn't care as usual. And now good. Wow, Tomi Suomalainen with a lot of force. He tries to jam it in, but wow, it just got stuck between the wall and the goalie. And it's being worked away by Kim Augustsson. And now Peter Ekman. Otto Höglund.
Though you may not know all of the players with Betta because they've been replaced.
Yeah.
They're recruited with new Finnish players. So some of these players are very good, experienced players, and it means that the team doesn't have good synchronization because they don't know each other that well. But
okay, there is a good action here for Polisen. He took the defender away, played the pass close to the goal. It was taken from the other side. That's all fine. They just couldn't score immediately, and so eventually the defense for Betta managed to come back. And now they're on the move for the counter-attack. He decides not to go in, 1 against 2, and now Tom Holmbeck. Oh, took a bit of a kick there, maybe.
Yeah.
Andreas Thal is sitting in defense. On the left-hand side, you can see Henrik Nielsen waiting for the pass. Yeah, he eventually works his way to the ball, but there he's not dangerous anymore to score, so he had to leave his good position to get the ball. This is holding. He let him go. So, can they use their advantage? Peter Ransson with the pass backwards. Marcus Warman.
They're on the surface now.
Yeah, they're on the surface, which is a bit dangerous against
Betta. Yeah.
Betta. That's what I like to
Now
attack.
it's an opportunity.
That was a really good opportunity, and it was Kim Augustsson who took it. He did not play in the first match today, but he's quite active here.
If he'd been able to get the pass down to his teammate on the left side
yeah,
there.
he tried for a bit too long to score himself instead of letting go and trying to play a good pass. Now Warman is clinched. He's just holding on to it and being assaulted pretty much by...
Sorov is strong.
Yeah, Ilya Sorov is a huge player, very bulky player, has huge shoulders. Yeah, that's also a thing, because the playing style of Betta results of several things. A, they think it's good. It's a bit unique because they're the only team that really plays like this throughout. They think it's really good, so it's a bit of a different approach to the game. And also it fits very well with the players because
he have the ball. He holding the. Yeah. He's allowed to push down. No kicking.
Okay, referee has to calm the spirits a bit.
So the objection there was that somebody thought that they were being pushed down unfairly, but probably they were holding on to a scrum.
Yeah.
And so the whole scrum was pushed down, and so. You just have to accept that. If you're holding on to the player with the ball, you're going to be in contact.
Roger Lund, I think, yes.
Yeah.
And Höglund, Lund, Höglund, Höglund. Perfect double passing.
Very experienced players. And
okay, so we have Lawberry coming in from the right side, trying to be available for a pass. He's still there. He tries to block the defender away while...
ball bounces down to the bottom. Now, underneath, he's got the back. And
but I think he lost the ball there.
Did he try to pass behind the basket? Or there was nobody there.
No, I'm not sure if they really tried to pass behind the basket, because for those who haven't watched or haven't noticed up to now, it is possible to play the ball behind the basket here, which
nice.
is not forbidden. The rules state that it should not be possible, but if it's possible,
undesirable. Yeah.
it's not forbidden. So you see the gap is quite large behind the goal, so you could play the ball there. It comes up, you can do that. Oh wow, so Betta stole the basket, you saw that. He came into the goalie exchange and tries to take up the space, and now they bring the ball in, but eventually they can't keep the ball, or can't get it close enough. Now it's Henrik Nielsen, let's go of the ball, and I think Leo Selehov did not see the pass. So now it's Polisen. I think this all is not bad for Polisen, because I think Betta wants to be more oppressive in this match. They like to not let go of the ball. They want to attack and attack and attack until the defense is tired. But as long as Polisen can manage to get the ball and swim it out over midfield, that's okay, because that takes the pressure away. And then.
But you would say that Betta has had more real possibilities. They have had several good attacks.
They had several good attacks, but they were not perfectly dangerous. So there was 2 or 3 times a good setup, but they couldn't really get the ball through them. So they need to refine that. Also, a different aspect is endurance, because to play against Betta is very it's very hard. So you have to rough a lot. You have to. Okay, well now you should be able to score. Can you get the ball free? No.
Oh.
Here's Hans Jonsson picking the ball up. That's a bad pass. Leonov took it right back, but he opposes 3 defenders.
1 minute. 1 minute.
First half is almost over now.
Yep. And I think Polisen now wants to bring the ball out and not lose it again. That would be careless. All in all, I think Polisen can be quite okay with how the game went now. I think Betta is the team that's more. Wow, a very good chance in the last seconds.
Oh.
He brought. Oh wow, it's in. Yeah. And there you could see that he brought the ball over beneath the ring. If I saw that right.
White playing number 6.
Wow.
Assist number 4.
So assist by Markus Bormann.
Goal number 6. Assist number 4.
Andreas Höglund scored the goal. Wow, that's really good for Polisen, because this was close to the end of the match. 40 seconds. They have to really defend now.
Half.
And we have a blue timeout. Blue timeout.
A blue timeout now. Yeah, he brought
blue
the ball
timeout.
over the rim, behind the back of the goalie, and managed to push it in from behind. Really good. Really good.
Impressive.
So, yeah, that's impressive. I didn't see that coming in this situation. I thought for the last 40 seconds they were just going to keep the ball and not let Betta have another chance again. And now Betta on the other hand, they took a timeout. They have I think 36 minutes, 36 seconds to go.
Not much. Yeah.
Not much. So they will
go all out.
Yeah, they plan a big onslaught here. So Polisen needs to be on their toes and on their heels at the same time everywhere. So let's see.
Well, they only have. Each team has 1 timeout per half, so this doesn't cost them anything. They're using a timeout that.
So for Betta, it makes perfect sense to take this. You see Markus Bormann, who delivered the pass. It was double pass actually. Höglund brought the ball up front himself, gave it to Bormann when he was called, and continued swimming towards the goal. Got the ball back and managed to score, because the defense was also not really rigid, and the defender was in front of the basket. But Höglund managed to bring the ball through behind the goal, kind of, where the defender had no real good opportunity to reach into the ball, because he was in front of the basket.
He played
and
over the goalie's
body. He pushed the ball just over the rim, close to the wall, where the defender had no opportunity to get his hands to it.
And he held it in so that it would.
Blue team ready.
Important also.
White team ready.
When you score a goal, you should always try to make sure to push it down all to the bottom of the goal, to make sure that the referees can see it.
It could be lifted out quickly, and your goal would not.
Yeah, because obviously you continue defending, and if the ball is maybe under the rim, but you're not sure, you're going to fight and still try to get it out. So,
Well, players will simply take the ball out of the basket,
which is strictly forbidden.
but it happens.
It happens, but it's not. It's unsportsmanlike. It's. I think it's the second foul listed
Look
in
down,
all the
look
fouls.
down, look down, look down. Yep. Blue free ball.
Okay, they have
Standing on the edge.
11 seconds
Blue free
left.
ball.
Well, when you have a scrum,
Yes.
you're not allowed to stand on the edge. As long as you have contact with the ball or with the guy who has the ball, you're not allowed to stand on the edge to push yourself up, for example. And now, wow, that's very close. No, he was caught away.
That's the end of the half.
Yeah, and of first half, they
So Polisen up 1-0 in a close match,
yeah.
and Betta is playing perhaps better than we expected, given that they've lost two
Half-time.
important players.
Half-time.
Yeah, it's always difficult to judge how good or bad it will be for the team when one or two of the strongest players are away. But let's watch the highlights for now.
Okay.
And that's difficult because that's my strength generally.
Yeah,
So okay.
Davril, Tien, and Jan Kinderman here, bringing you the second half of Polisen versus Betta. Polisen has gone up 1-0 on a goal by Höglund.
Höglund was that on assist by Woman, and just before halftime, so like 30 seconds before halftime or something, in the last minute, which was really good because the game was quite open. It was not particularly good match up to here, I would say. There were not so many major chances, but yeah, Polisen managed to survive the first onslaught from Betta. Yeah, they managed to get themselves into the game, and they in this way they kind of deserve to score this goal as well. But on the same hand, Betta showed that they can be dangerous, and let's see what happens. So Somalainen won the first ball, but the pass goes to nowhere.
Krylov.
Krylov is fighting with her own teammate.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't see it; you just see a hand who grabs the ball and you just get it. Okay, wow, that was a bad luck because for Betta now it was Marco Emberg who was on the right hand side, and had he stayed low, he would have gotten a pretty good chance.
Oh
wow, it was nearly in, but it was clearly not in. Höglund pulled it out.
Yeah.
Before, well, off the rim before it went in, and now there's Viktor Krylov. Will he score this one?
He's pulling the
He
goalie's
will
leg
totally.
off.
Well, he
Very
left hand side,
nice.
but yeah, was not seen at first the ball. Now Enberg again, and Sommerlein over the goal. He likes that position. When he gets the ball just over the goalie, he can reach down and grab him and tear him off. It's not always easy to score from this position, but now let's see. That was the usual first wild minute for Betta, where they try to score heavily with all they can.
Are they going to burn out though?
That's the question. Let's see which team can manage to have more endurance in this game. We have Eggman back to Andreas Tal. He calms the game, doesn't want to risk to lose the ball. Rogelund.
You see, he looks up all the time to make sure no one's going to hit him from the blind side.
No, he goes in, but he goes not in full speed, not totally reckless. So just to keep the defenders working a little bit. This is, okay, what you see there for defense, it was Samuel Jursila who was sitting in defense for Betta, and when he was being replaced, he just quickly went out towards the ball just to make sure maybe he's not paying attention, maybe he can snap it off. Always good to keep an eye out for this. So Anton Schurzin tries to push forward. Yeah, he'll have to stop here because he has been underwater for too long now. Jursila again. On the right hand side you have I think there was Alexei Priyaznikov who was waiting for the pass. No, actually it was Timo Leiti. Jursila again. Now Betta is trying to calm the game down a bit, or they're going to rumble. Anton Schurzin gets the pass, but not in a position where he can pressure the goal anymore. Was already on his way back up. From Holmbeck. Okay, there's not a lot going on at the moment for either team.
They put a lot of energy out in the first half.
Yeah, and you can see that Betta is constantly trying to sneak in the goal, in the exchange of the goalies, but up to now that didn't pay off. There's Peter Ronson with a pass. Yeah, he has very good statistics in fight for the ball. So if he's one-on-one fighting for the ball, there's it was Viktor. Viktor Krylov.
Viktor's very good, yeah.
He has he's winning a lot of balls one-on-one, which normally should not happen too often. I mean, if you see your opponent coming, you can defend yourself against one only opponent.
You should be able to defend yourself. But Viktor is also very strong. He has built his upper body up a lot.
Yeah.
It's not his natural
No, sure.
build either. So
there's a lot of work in there. So now could have been a chance, but
nice switch by the goalie there. Very.
Yeah, and Marco Enberg, as defender, he came back down just in time. Had a quick sprint back to his position.
Oh, snatched away. It was too telegraphed that. Where that
Yeah,
pass was
this
going.
one was, and Ilya sort of had an eye on this one, but here he is again. But Betta cannot produce quick counterattacks here, so they're running out of possibilities to give a pass to in midfield and have to take it up to the surface at the moment, like here. Well, Asorov doesn't mind this at all. He can breathe a little bit. All his teammates can breathe a little bit, while a goalie and the defender for Polisen has to be on the goal.
And costing them oxygen.
Yeah, but as long as you don't stress the goalies at all, they can do that like all day long. So that's, in the end, that's not good enough to just be close enough to make them sure they have to be underwater and all the others can breathe. That's not good enough. Okay, the pass over to the side was not seen by Ennak, and Polisen snatches it. And you can see that Polisen is a lot more eager to counterattack here than Betta. And he took the goalie. That was Hans Jonsson. And I think he's being civil for it again, for pushing. Yeah, it was Hans Jonsson who tried to steal the goal, but he pushed.
Blue free ball.
He pushed too much. Yeah, that's the second time he's been given that call, so maybe he must pay a bit attention to this now. Could easily get a warning.
Hello.
Okay.
Now,
you see Betta taking their time. They're not in a hurry because they want to breathe. They are the heavier team. You can see that when the counterattack runs, there's a lot more players for Polisen underwater. They have more endurance, I think. In swimming.
We're in the second half here.
Yeah.
With a 1-0 lead in favor.
Yeah, it's a slim lead for Polisen. And they're
coming in from above.
Yeah, and Polisen is not dominating the game, but I think they look a bit sharper.
Look down, look down, look down, look down.
Okay, attack on the head or on the
Blue
equipment
free ball.
is given.
Attacking equipment. Blue free ball.
Okay. So somebody was grabbing a mask or a fin.
Yeah, but still, I feel like Betta is in a position where they have to change something. They have to come up with something. They have to prove something better than what they show up to now, to be able to really come in for a score. Let's see if they can do it. Now maybe he goes in full speed. There was Leo Silehov. Went over the goalie, got a good grip to him, but then lost the ball over the bucket. But also Polisen could not get it away. So Betta got it back, and Betta needs more of those. They need to go in, stress the defense, but not lose the ball in the meantime. Wow, Tomi Sumolainen, he had a good push on the goalie, but he was being held from behind. Couldn't push it all the way in. Yeah, and now they lost the ball. So I feel like if Betta can keep the ball here and get one more wave in,
they can score.
They could score, but that was just about time for Polisen to win this ball back, and now they have a chance to score at the other side.
Oh.
And Hans Jonsson was under the goal, but he was there for too long now. So when he got the ball, Enberg could pick it off rather easily. And now Viktor Krylov. Does he push forward? Well, at least he gets a good pass off. Now this is, for once, this is a. Did he take the basket? Wow, this is strong for Peter Aronson, for the goalie for Polisen. They were 3-on-1, and Aronson, who was the goalie, he came a bit away from the goal, so he actually got his position stolen, but he managed to clinch the ball away, which is basically the only thing that you want to do when you're alone against several attackers. Yeah, so very good for Peter Aronson. He really held his this lead for Polisen in this case.
Surface scrum. Now the pass comes down.
Marcus Warman, can he get the ball out?
He's trying to get to the surface. They're holding him under probably.
Sort of. There's Timoleti, is it? Priaznikov also takes out the speed of the game. You see a lot of passing at the surface. There's not a lot of people on the water in this match right here. I think they're missing a bit of endurance, or maybe they've just not really found their flow in the match. Also, it's rough for Betta because they tendentially always have one guy trying to steal the goal, so that's one less guy who can be available for a pass.
6.5 minutes left soon.
Yeah, the game is dirtling down a little bit, and this is okay for Polisen. I mean, they've been under a lot of pressure this one time here against the counter-attack, but now they've stabilized a bit. Oh, and this is a bit careless. They're, the way they change on the goal position, knowing that Betta tries to sneak in there, and they still change a little bit open. It's scrumming over the goal of Polisen. Polisen wants to get the ball and bring it over on the other side, because this is still dangerous here. It's Ilya Sorov, he has the ball behind his back.
Yeah. Okay, here they come from above.
And now Hans Jonsson won the ball. Can he get it off? Can they get a counter-attack in? Peter Ekman. They get it down to Hans Jonsson now. They can move the ball out, but seems like it's stuck.
Now it's down. Oh.
Yeah, but Loberg got. No, he didn't get it.
Okay.
This is Suomalainen, who really tries to put on the pressure now. He's like the one guy, when he goes for the goal, you see him strive really. So his body language signals you that he really wants to score, but I feel that not a lot of other better players are supporting him in this. So he's kind of fighting a bit alone here. And there he is again, Suomalainen with the ball, bringing it down to Anton Schultzin.
Schultzin passes it out.
Now Enberg. Oh, that's not a good pass, because Suomalainen had to swim back downwards and outwards to get it. So that's a lot of way and the wrong direction. When he picks this ball up, he can't put pressure on the goal anymore. And consequently, they lost it. So now maybe Polisen can establish themselves again, because now they couldn't manage to get the ball away for quite a time.
Yeah. So Polisen holding on to its 1-0 lead with less than a little under 4.5 minutes left in the second half here.
Now let's see if they are going to really try for a second goal, if they're happy with their 1-0 lead. And you see now Polisen playing the ball a lot more underwater.
Yes.
They always with the ball close to the bottom, whereas Betta, when they play that, well, is that a chance now? I think that was Warman, he couldn't score, but is that...
Look down, look down, look down, look down. Not yet, not yet.
Penalty.
Look down.
No, it's holding.
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 Blue free ball.
It looked like he was holding it.
Blue free ball.
Across his
Holding.
chest
Blue free ball.
but it was more like he was holding it up like this than.
Ah, okay. No, no, that was not a penalty.
No.
I'm not really sure where the foul was, but anyways, here is Betta again trying to get in for the goal. Can they produce something dangerous here? Is Holmbeck with the ball, struggling, fighting, keeping the ball, but not really putting the pressure on. Viktor Krylov again, being contested by Hans Jonsson. And again, they just flowed a little bit too far away from the goal. And the goalie, wow, the goalie is taken from the goal partially by somebody who snuck in from the side. This could possibly be one of the ways that Betta can force in one goal here.
They're having trouble clearing their zone. Polisen not getting the ball out.
Yeah, that's clearly a thing for them. If they could get off 2 or 3 good counterattacks, they could possibly score again. That was a good pass, but wow, the defender just about in time saw it. It's on the left-hand side. Yeah, but the defender got around the basket really quick, so that's okay.
Look down, look down, look down. Look down, look down.
Free throw.
Okay. Blue free ball, attacking equipment.
Okay.
Blue free ball.
Attack on equipment. So it's
again.
a free throw in favor of Betta.
White timeout. White timeout.
We have a white timeout.
White.
Timeout called by Polisen.
So what do you feel about this game? Do you feel like there's still something possible?
I think it's an exciting game, and especially important for Polisen given
White timeout.
the fact that they were struggling in the league this season.
Is that
Yeah.
And now they have got a win this morning.
Yeah.
And now there's
trying for another win. So for them, this is
Yeah, they only gained 1 point out of the last 2 rounds. So out of 6 matches, they had 5 losses, 1 draw against Vienna, and now they look to be picking up a second victory, possibly. So that's really strong for them. And this really would put them entirely out of danger of having to play relegation.
Yes.
Where with the matches so far, the one team that does not like to see it is Vienna. So basically me. So personally, I as a player for Vienna, I see that now Vienna has to score
win.
more points and has to put up a lot of work to not finish last. Before we came here, we felt like we had quite a good chance, but yeah, Polisen and also Akkaren have surprised us with really good matches
Today.
Yeah, today. And also Vienna might pay the price for not gaining more than the 1 point in the last season, in the last round in Vienna.
Could easily have had 1 tie or 1 victory more.
Yeah, we had 3 games and we lost 2 of them with 1 goal, and we tied a 3rd one against Polisen, and we could have easily gotten a victory and a draw out of it, or maybe even more. And yeah, we played well. We didn't manage to eventually get the points, and now that might come back to bite us. So we'll have to put up quite the effort as ourselves. So Vienna is playing in the afternoon against Ege. Ege has lost this morning to
Didn't have
Polisen.
a full team at all.
Yeah, not having a full team. They're missing Valentin and Stefan from Germany. I think they're not coming this time.
Have you heard why? Or
No, not really. I just heard one of the March players tell me that he probably won't come, but yeah, we'll see. Ege will not be thrilled with the game this morning, and they will definitely want to do better against Vienna, because normally they would have wanted to win both games today.
and Valentin is the kind of player who could be defend against a penalty shot.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, he's just, to my estimate, he's the strongest goalie around. Just as a goalie, defensively, he's awesome. I mean, in attack, he's not that active. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not that outstanding. His outstanding qualities in defense.
Nice pass.
Hey, very quick passing here, and that's Tommy Suomalainen who ends up with the ball on the right side, but just can't score. But now it's Aronson on the goal with the back in his direction, so maybe he can get it in still.
The ball drops to the bottom, picked up.
And Peter Ekman, he's actually forechecker, but he's working very close to his own goal. That's on the left-hand side.
Shoulder in the basket there if the ball comes.
Who is it on the basket anyways? It's Lundqvist. So yeah, but they survived that, and we've seen that Betta always, after a break, they come in with a big rumble and want to score immediately. And here we see again the Polisen survived that, and now maybe the counter-attack. Andreas Tal. Oh no, they're very well defended, very well screened from Viktor Krylov, who won the ball back. Ilya Asurov tries to go in from above, but yeah, he's immediately taken toward the surface. Well, if you compare this match to the matches we've seen today,
there's no goalie there.
What do you think? Oh wow, there's really for a moment there was a Betta player on the goal of Polisen.
What's the call here?
Okay, so
2 minutes. 2 minutes penalty.
there's a 2 minutes time penalty.
Holding on to the goal.
Against him.
Okay, team penalty.
Oh, it's a team penalty.
Team penalty.
Oh wow, so has Polisen still got a timeout left?
2 minutes. Team penalty.
They can send anybody they want out now.
Yeah, but it's
2 minutes.
maybe it's difficult for them now to organize.
Who
2
did
minutes.
they send out? Okay, it's going to be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It's
6 on the bench.
Wiederstal.
Okay.
Viderskal.
Ready?
Wiederstal has gone for a 2 minute time penalty. So for a team time penalty, the team can choose who is going to be out for 2 minutes. But now this really might change the dynamics now, because now they have to defend with only 5 people for the rest of the game, basically, because we had barely 2 minutes left, and now they might. Wow. Okay, this was really blighted.
Look down. Look down. Look down. Look down.
So Asuro has been taking his equipment from him. Okay, I see. I see. This was.
Okay,
was
white 8, 2 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
White,
Niklas
number 8, 2 minutes.
Niklas Nylén. He took the mask off of.
but it's cost him. It's cost Polisen a lot now.
Yeah, but
Blue free ball.
the point is Nylén came up with no mask as well, and
Oh, yeah.
he claimed that Asurov had taken off his mask first, so his foul was actually a revenge foul.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rules are quite clear. When the referee did not see one foul, that can happen, but a revenge foul is always 2 minutes. You can't do that.
So
Wow, so this is
Polisen has to defend.
yeah,
for-
that's a big test for them now.
Look down. Look down.
You can actually see parts of the mask are still lying on the bottom, and Betta is trying to take the goal.
Blue free ball.
1 minute and 10 seconds left.
They have to survive a real power play.
And there's a, yeah, that had to happen. Against 4 people only, this was bound to happen. And there's Anton Schulzin who gets the assist.
Assist. Blue number 9. Gold number 80.
Number 80, that's Enberg.
Assist blue number 9.
So I have
Gold
to,
So
number
she's into
80.
Enberg, and now it's 1-1 game.
yeah, it's a 1-1 game,
Yeah,
and
assist number 9.
And one of the
Polisen can fill up. So one of the 2-minute time penalties, the oldest one is going to be
gone.
relieved. So
1 minute
Vigestal
left.
can come back in.
1 minute left.
still a power play.
It's still a
5
power
in the
play.
water.
Well, that would be something
6
if
in the
Betta
water.
could turn this even around, but I think
And
I think Polisen has to calm their spirits now
Ready?
and really put the game together, because they have 1 minute where they just have to try to not lose the ball quickly, and then defend bravely. Let's see, 1 minute left. Got the ball. Höglund moving the ball, not stay. They don't want to stay in one place. Okay, Aronsson, that's good. They have to move the ball and make Betta swim after them to get it. Okay, that's okay. Still got it. And Betta,
Oh, nice pass there.
I'm not sure if Betta is going to be content with the 1-1 or if they want to really win it here. I think they're.
I think
there's,
they'll try
yeah.
to win. They'll
No, I think it's over. It's 20 seconds left. I don't think that Betta can win
No.
the ball and come
1-1.
over and score. Whereas Peter Aronsson is making a big effort to score on his own. And Tom Holmbeck has got the ball, over the ball.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Låberg has it.
The game
Very
clock
last
is not
chance.
correct.
Can they come in? Rögelund. But no, I think he's clinched away.
That's the end of the game. It will end in a tie.
Yeah, so this ends in a tie. And wow, that's disappointing for Polisen. They had the lead for such a long time.
2 penalties cost them.
Yeah, and they got 2 time penalties against
Game
them.
over.
And also this was
1-1.
not necessary. The fouls they well, the first foul was holding to the basket when they defended, so the whole team was a bit involved in this.
Yes.
And yeah, they
The
kind of
second one-
needed to do this because they had to defend with everything they got. So that's one thing. But the second,
Attack on equipment.
yeah, that's unnecessary, and that might have cost them the game, because with 5 people they might have survived.
And as
it's
you
really
pointed
it's
out, it could have been a revenge.
I think it was, because he was really fed up when he came up, Nylén, who got the second time penalty, and he showed his mask, which was off, to the referee, saying he pulled my mask first,
And
but the referee doesn't care for that.
And his equipment was at the bottom of the pool afterwards, so he would have to go and change his mask on land.
Yeah. So wow, very, very close game, very intense game. I'd say not a really beautiful game, but it was sure test of character for both teams. And yeah, I think in the end, the Polisen showed a loss of concentration, and they were.
And how does this affect Vienna now in the standings?
Wow, this means for Vienna, still we are last in the league now, because
Yeah.
we have 4 points, and with the draw, we have 5 points for
Polisen
Polisen.